Hello everyone, my name is mferrara, and it's a real pleasure to have you here with us tonight. My wife and I, Noelle, have been blessed by being able to work together and have been building a very successful business together, which we will be sharing with you here tonight. In our journey, we've had some ups and downs while building our business, and looking back, I can honestly say I am so thankful that we've always had each other's backs. We're both very positive people, and we take pride in being able to help and coach other positive people live the lifestyle they choose, whether it be to make a few extra $100 a month to replacing a full-time income, working from home, at the beach, while out and about, or wherever they choose. We want to help as many people as we can live the lifestyle they want to live and not the lifestyle their job or bills allows them to live. So if you're excited and you're ready for a change, then let's get right into it. So what is time freedom really to you? Time freedom to me is not having to be at any given place at any given time. And what I mean by that is no one but me is controlling my time. See, with a typical job, you have to be at work at a certain time, get to take lunch at a certain time, and get to go home when the boss says you can go home. This was never the life for me. How about being able to travel more? My wife and I love to travel, and being able to go on a trip when we want without having to ask permission is just so rewarding. Residual income, the ability to do something once and to get paid over and over and over again, allows us to be able to go on these trips while still getting paid. Who wouldn't want residual income? Alarm clocks. Don't even get me started there. All I can say is I only set an alarm clock when I want to set an alarm clock and not because I have to. Who loves getting up on Monday morning to go to work? Not many people, which is why heart attack rates actually increase by 35% on Mondays. Now I love this picture in the corner here. Who wouldn't want to work from home, at the beach, at Starbucks, from Panera Bread, or from anywhere that you choose? That is freedom. That is living. Now close your eyes and just imagine being able to do what you want, go wherever you want, and not have to worry about where your next paycheck is coming from. How does that look to you? How does that feel to you? Hope it feels really good. Now, let's take a look at a bicycle versus a 1975 Corvette versus a leased jet. And which vehicle will get you to your destination the easiest and quickest? So the bicycle, which is your typical job. The bicycle is the vehicle most people use to get where they want to go. The reason a bicycle is so appealing is primarily the comfort level. Bicycles are easy to obtain, and if you lose one, it's not very difficult to get your hands on another one. Typically, not much thought is required to ride a bicycle once you get the hang of it. They're little to no cost financially to own, and it's easy to settle for this vehicle because most other people are in bicycles as well. The issue with this vehicle is that it takes forever to get to where you want to go. Imagine your favorite destination and how long it would take you to get there riding a bicycle. Now think about your dreams and how long it'll take you to reach them with a typical job. Most people have to work 30 to 40 years with a job just to hopefully have the possibility of retiring, and that is if they are lucky enough and something unexpected doesn't happen like a layoff or a downsizing. Although there may not be much financial cost to owning a bicycle, the real price is how much of your time will go to this vehicle. And there is still no guarantee of getting to your destination. So the 1975 Corvette, which is your traditional business, real estate, sales, etc. Sometimes people realize that the bicycle is just too slow, or they understand that it will never allow them to reach their destination in a lifetime. Many who understand this tend to trade their bicycle in for a 1975 Corvette. The 1975 Corvette is very appealing because it has the potential to go so much faster than a bicycle. You can arrive at your destination in a fraction of the time. And just the thought of being in a Corvette versus a bicycle is very exciting. So what's the downsize? Well, it was made in 1975, so it can be a very unpredictable vehicle. The Corvette may run great in the summer, but terribly in the winter. With traditional business, your business may run great when there is a great economy, or when you're on your game working 16 hours per day. But what happens in the winter, a bad economy? Your vehicle may stop working completely. It can be an absolute drain of your time and cause you to sink all of your money into it just to keep it working. Even though the nature of the Corvette is to be much faster than the bicycle, the downside is there's so many things outside of your control that can completely destroy your vehicle, and when this happens, most people go back to a bicycle, having to start all over from scratch, heading toward their destination. So let's look at the leased jet, which is I like to call network marketing. The jet is the fastest of all vehicles the average person can choose to reach their destination. Just imagine any destination in the world. There's nothing out of reach of the jet, and it'll get you there fast. Once you learn how to fly that, of course. Here's why we believe network marketing is a jet. There are 5 things needed for an average person to know they are in a jet. Number 1, residual income. The ability to do work once, yet continue to get paid over and over and over again. Number 2, leveraged income. The ability to get paid on the efforts of others versus just your own. Number 3, a proven system. Franchise models have 80% success rate versus 80% failure trying to figure it out on your own. Number 4, a mentor. The most important is having someone who has mastered the system that is willing to teach you step by step. Number 5, it has to have a low startup cost. With most opportunities costing less than $500 to start, the amount of risk is greatly reduced over most businesses out there. When you have these 5 things all together, you have a jet. You get all the benefits of the jet without having to personally spend millions of dollars to buy it yourself. With network marketing, you get the benefit of having a multi-million-dollar opportunity at your fingertips without having to personally spend the millions yourself trying to create that company. With the power of a jet at everyone's fingertips, why don't more people take advantage of it? Well, it's probably because in order to fly a jet, you must first get a pilot's license. Unlike the bicycle and sometimes the Corvette, there are skills that have to be learned and mastered before you can fly the jet to your dreams. These skills can take time to acquire. It's so sad to see people get into the jet, go into the cockpit, take a look at all the buttons and dials, then get overwhelmed thinking it's impossible to ever become a pilot, and then trade their jet to go back to a bicycle. Here's the good news. Even if it takes you 5 years to master these skills and get your pilot's license, the jet will still get you to your destination much faster than a bicycle or a Corvette. The biggest question I get asked is, what exactly will I be doing if I decide to join and partner with you? In the beginning, this was a real drawn-out answer. And as I mentioned earlier, my wife and I had our ups and downs while learning how to work and build our business, which we're still learning, of course. In the beginning, we made things a lot harder than they needed to be. See, like with anything, we think, yes, your way is great. However, I have a better idea, and I can do it quicker and better. You know, put your own spin on it. Kind of like when we were kids and our parents told us to do something, and we were like, parents, you don't know what you're talking about. We know everything. And then as we grow up, we find out that what? Our parents were always right. After trying it our way and not seeing the results we expected, we went back to the basics and started following the system that was laid out in front of us when we first got started. So to answer the question, what is it that we do? It's quite really simple. We use our memberships, share information, which we will talk about a little bit more later, tell stories about how we use our membership, help empower and protect families by enrolling them with our membership, and when we do, we get paid the very next day. And last but not least, we help train and coach other people to do the same thing. It's really that simple. Too many people, myself included, try to complicate this business and make it a lot harder than it really is. I want you to learn from my mistakes so you can reach success quicker and easier than I did. Have you ever heard of word-of-mouth marketing? Let me share a quick video with you.
We all connected. You make a post on Facebook read by a guy in China who forwards it to a friend in Mexico who sends to her cousin in Chicago who's friends with your 4th grade crush. And then it hits you. You're famous. Like one-word star famous. Like Kesha, Tebow, Beyonce famous. You, my friend, have an audience. You flick, tweet, and post every day. And you're not alone. 1 billion people are now using Facebook. They know what shoes you like, what bands you listen to, even what your nickname is for your boss. They are your people. They are your audience. And the only difference between you and that celebrity, they monetize their audience. There's a new wealth we see all around us. Guys you see hanging out at Starbucks at 11 a.m. wearing flip-flops, $100 t-shirts, driving high-end sports cars, their life is one big adventure. And the women, they're the total female package. Underneath the workout gear, they own who they are. For them, beauty isn't just on the outside, it begins on the inside. And stress? It isn't even part of their vocabulary, much less their day-to-day routine. They're healthy, confident, and pay their own way. Those are the people who've already figured it out. They don't seem to work. They play. Life isn't a struggle for them. It's a game. They interact with other people all over the world in multiple languages, time zones, and continents. They don't work in a cubicle. They work from their phone, laptop, iPad. That's Success 3.0. That's the new work week. That's what we're talking about. Well, what if we let you in on the secret? That could be you. All you have to do is get in this game. And the best part? It doesn't matter where you live, how old you are, even where you went to school. Why? Because today our devices, laptops, smartphones, tablets, have become an extension of who we are. Today, anyone can be jacked into the world of instant connectivity. You have an audience. You can play. You tweeted about the movie you loved. You posted your opinion on 50 Shades of Grey. You yelped about your favorite new trendy restaurant. You uploaded 15 amazing food pictures on Instagram. Your audience reacted, but you didn't get paid. Well, what if we told you you could share the same way you do now with your audience, and if they liked it, you could get paid. And if they shared it, paid again. And if they shared it, paid again, and again, and again, and again. 24/7, worldwide. No experience needed.
Now, how awesome was that? How would you like to be able to send someone a link to a video via text message, email, or social media? They watch that video, and if interested, sign up through your website, and you get paid the very next day. How many people would you send out a link to? What if you can invite someone to listen into a conference call or attend a live presentation where someone else will do all the work for you, and after the presentation they decide to join, you get paid? All you need to do is share the information with as many people as you can and let the system and tools do the selling for you. Just like when you see a good movie or go to a good restaurant, you tell people about it and your job is done. If they go see the movie or eat at that restaurant, that's up to them. The biggest difference is when they see the value and benefits or services and decide to join, you get paid $60 to $280 the very next day. How awesome is that? It takes what, 5 to 10 minutes to share a link to a video with someone, and you can make $60 to $280. If you make $50,000 a year, you're only getting paid $140 a day. When you take out the taxes, you're taking home what, maybe $100 a day? Just imagine sharing this information on your lunch break and making $160 for 15 minutes of work. So again, we work this business by sharing information. Now let me show you how easy this is. To better explain just how we get paid, I'd like to share a short video with you.
We get paid 3 different ways. We get paid every time that we share our service with someone. They go to our website, they sign up, we get paid the very next day for a personal commission. We also get paid in what we call team overrides, which is probably the most exciting part to me. I always use the example like a real estate broker. When the broker sells a house, he gets a big check himself, but he's got a team of people in the office. Anytime someone on his team markets or sells a house, he gets paid from that. Well, the same thing with us. In our override income, what's beautiful is there's no territory restrictions, so you can build a business all across North America. Anytime someone on your team markets a policy, you get paid from that policy. Somebody on their team, somebody on their team, it just doesn't matter where and when they are or whoever they are, you get paid in an override commission. And the last way we get paid, which is one of my favorite ways, is residual income. Our members continue to pay for their membership month after month after month. For the life of that membership, we get a renewal income, not only on our own personal sales, but also on those team overrides. We get residual on everything that we do and our team does, which to me, that's the solid retirement plan that most people dream about having, that corporate America really doesn't provide for you.
Here's a quick example of how it works. Your friend Joe decides to sign up for the Legal Shield family plan with ID Shield for $39.90. When he does, you'll make $60. And you'll make $60 on every membership you market until you enroll 3 new members and 1 new associate, or sign up 6 new members. Once you do either of these, you'll be promoted to senior associate and start earning $120 every time you market a membership. And if you do it in your first 20 days, you get a level up bonus of $180. But here's the exciting part. As you advance through the higher levels of the compensation plan, that amount increases from $60 all the way to a $280 advance payment each time someone signs up for the $39.90 Legal Shield and ID Shield membership. Now, let's say your friend Joe sees where you're going, decides he wants to build a Legal Shield business for himself, and joins your team as an associate. Every time Joe enrolls a new member, you'll make between $20 and $180. And you can continue to build your team, making it as big as you want. So for every membership you sign up, you get paid. And for every membership a person on your team signs up, you'll also get paid. A few people attracting a few more people can create more income. It's far better to leverage the efforts of others and create passive income than to have 100% of your income be dependent solely on you. This is what real estate and insurance brokers do, and it's the key to achieving true financial freedom. It's not how much you make when you work, it's how much you make when you aren't working. Just imagine being paid today for work you did 5 or even 10 years ago. That's what we call residual income with Legal Shield. You're paid a percentage of the monthly membership premiums for every membership you and your team sign up, and you're paid that percentage for the lifetime of those members. You can also qualify for additional bonuses with our Performance Club, where you earn points every time you sign up new members and associates. Those points add up to big rewards, including one-time or monthly bonuses, vacations, and even a brand new BMW.
One of the great things is we can go out and market a membership that provides immense value to a family, and we get paid for that personal activity. And should we take the time to teach others how to protect families, we get paid an override. And those overrides are paid throughout and on part of the entire organization. So it's pretty special.
I've been in Legal Shield now for 18 years. I'm still getting paid today residual income every month from people I signed up 18 years ago, 17 years ago, 16 years ago. I can't imagine anybody not wanting to have a residual income stream coming into their life.
100% of your income comes from one source. Anything could disrupt that source. And then if you look at where our economy has gone over the past, let's just say 50 years or so, where job stability was there and now job stability isn't there, you can't just have one source. You need multiple sources. And we don't tell people to stop what you're currently doing. Just think about what an extra $300,000, $500,000 a month maybe could do for you. Think about how fast you could get out of debt. Think about how fast you could pay off the student loan mafia. We've all been there before. And all of those things come about because you have multiple streams of income.
Take control of your financial future by marketing products everyone needs and you can be proud to represent. We're disrupting the legal service and identity theft protection industries, and you can position yourself in front of the explosive growth to come.
How awesome was that? I can't tell you enough how awesome residual and leverage income really is. The one thing I can tell you is, once you receive residual and leverage income, you will not want to be without it. If you want true financial and time freedom, you'll need to find a way to have residual and leveraged income. Now I'd like to take a minute to share another video from one of our business partners.
Hi, I'm Michelle Humphrey, and I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a nature lover, I'm a cook, I'm a pharmaceutical rep.
And I'm Chip Humphrey, and I'm an educator, I'm a professional high diver, I'm an administrator, I'm a surfer, I'm a fisherman, scuba diver, and we're both Legal Shield Associates. Very few people can convince me that they're busier than I am. Now I'm an assistant principal at Vero Beach High School. That's my full-time job, and I really do enjoy working with the teenage kids, especially the freshmen, because I feel like I'm a success coach in education. Good morning, good morning. My work hours technically are from 6:45 in the morning until about 4 in the afternoon, if we don't have any evening activities. And then a lot of times I'm on the phone on the way home, and then come home and hit the phones here, or on Tuesdays, get a change of clothes and head up to the briefing, because I run a briefing about 45 minutes north of here, and I've been doing that for 15 years.
I start out each morning, I walk the river. I walk about 5 to 8 miles per morning. You know, it really starts my day out with the right tone, right focus, and so forth. I get my bottled water, my husband's business cards, my Legal Shield visor, and I just go for my walk. And I've actually recruited several people doing that. And then just in the course of what we do on an everyday basis, it's not like we go out there to do Legal Shield, it's just part of what we do.
And you know, one of the things that I like the way Michelle does this, when she's out on her job, a lot of times when she finds somebody that she wants to share our services with, or the opportunity, she'll say, you know, you need to hear what my husband has to do. And she'll give them my card. And that way it keeps it separate from what she's doing, but she's comfortably introducing what we're doing in an indirect way. So that works out very well. You know, when I first was introduced to the industry, I started, you know, getting some good returns, making some decent part-time money, and then I got to a point where I kind of backed off of it. I was working on my master's degree, and it was just taking up too much time, and I realized my income took a dive. Said, oh, I need to make some more money. Well, if I start working my business like I used to, I'll make some more money. So I got back on the bandwagon, started working my business stronger again, and my income went right back up. That's right when I met Michelle. And this was in Lake Tahoe on one of the vacations. I was talking about I wanted to get the ring, but she really was the impetus to say, listen, stop, you need to stop talking about it and go to work and get it. If you really want it, make it happen, go get it. That was a defining moment, and we went to work. You know, I didn't do it by myself by any stretch of the imagination. It was my associate position, but it was our teamwork. And it's really just following examples of other people. So, you know, I want us to be one of those examples where we've generated some significant income on a part-time basis. When I have free time, I really love to go fishing out in the Indian River or out in the ocean. Love some of the fish that we can catch and eat, and our freezer is stocked. Monday of this week, I went out diving for lobster. I really enjoy doing that. So I do have a great lifestyle, and I am able to do the things that I enjoy doing, just not as often. So ultimately, I want to be able to have the time to do all the things I want to do and spend more time doing them. I want to have that freedom to do that, and you need the resources and you need the time to do that. So that's really what we're working toward, and we want to get to that place sooner than later so that we can enjoy the fruits of our labor as opposed to you know, working at a job for the rest of our lives.
With this opportunity, things could really, really change. And the change can actually start with you. I look at my situation. Because I decided to go ahead and change my situation by taking a chance to look at the membership, my last name changed, my marital status changed, my address changed, my attitude changed. And as a result of that, I can help so many other people to change.
And really, I do my job, or I keep my job, because I really do like the kids. I will miss the kids when I decide to stop working at my job as an assistant principal. So I love people. I'm a people person. I love helping people. And that's what I do all day long. Whether it's the kids, whether it's the teachers, whether it's the parents that need coaching as well, and then whether or not it's just families that need to have some type of protection, which they have no idea that exists, or people, and there's a lot of people that need additional income but really don't know where to get it. So being able to do things like that, where you can leave a legacy, you can make a difference for other people, and you can help other people enjoy their life while they're here, I think is what's important to me.
Now that you had a chance to see how we get paid, learn the importance of residual and leveraged income, heard from one of our successful business partners, you're probably thinking, what is it that we do to help families with? Again, to show you just how easy this business really is, I will now share with you one of the prospecting videos we use to explain just that.
Legal Shield provides affordable legal protection for everyone, which means you can speak with an attorney about any legal topic. But it's more than just access to an attorney at a reputable law firm. It's the peace of mind that members are always protected. Ever signed a contract? Gotten a speeding ticket? Been overcharged for a repair? Had a dispute with a creditor? All of those are legal issues, along with many more things that you don't even think about until they happen to you. Of course, hiring an attorney to handle each of those things would cost a fortune. But with Legal Shield, you have the ability to talk to your provider law firm about any legal topic without worrying about high hourly costs. So no matter what legal issues come up, you'll always have an attorney on your side.
It's an amazing sense of security and just weight off your shoulders when you know that you don't have to deal with all these issues, that you can just call the attorneys and they can handle all this for you.
With Legal Shield, for as little as $20 a month, you can access legal advice on any topic, no matter how trivial or traumatic the issue. The minute you become a Legal Shield member, you'll be able to call an experienced attorney about any legal issue, including 24/7 access for emergencies. And as a new member, you'll receive a welcome packet describing membership details, information about your provider law firm, and a Legal Shield membership card that gives you the power to reach an experienced attorney with just a phone call.
For me, having the Legal Shield membership is complete peace of mind, and it's powerful, it's empowering. Having that card in your wallet, just knowing that you have not just a powerful law firm in your home state, but a powerful law firm in every state and 4 provinces in Canada backing you up.
Having that easy access to an attorney means you'll be able to use it for any legal issues at all, even issues you may have never thought needed an attorney. Legal Shield empowers you to contact an attorney for the big stuff, the small stuff, and everything in between.
If I have an issue with a car mechanic or a plumber or a home construction guy that didn't do the job right, or I take something back to a store and they're not dealing with me properly.
Foreclosure, car wreck, home loan. Legal Shield, Legal Shield, Legal Shield. In any situation, the advice of an attorney might be useful. That advice is just a phone call away. But that's not all Legal Shield can help you with. Legal Shield attorneys can write letters or make phone calls on your behalf. They can review contracts and documents, and they'll be there for you in the courtroom if you or your spouse is named in a covered civil case. Legal Shield members even get access to over 100 legal forms and videos relating to specific legal issues, so you're always in the know.
I've been a Legal Shield member since 1984, and in 1985 I was sued. And I contacted my provider firm, and they assigned an attorney to me who filed an answer for the lawsuit and went to court for me and got the whole case dismissed and saved me $14,000. So I've been a Legal Shield member ever since.
Legal Shield also offers a separate identity theft service, helping you safeguard your identity, and if you're ever a victim of identity theft, working to restore your identity to what it was before the breach occurred. Identity theft affects millions of Americans each year, and Legal Shield helps you combat that with credit monitoring, credit report analysis, and identity theft prevention consultation. Plus, if you're ever a victim, experts from Kroll Advisory Solutions, the very best in identity theft restoration, will work with you to repair any damage and restore your identity to what it was before the incident occurred. The best part about Legal Shield Legal and Identity Theft Protection? Knowing that with the power to contact an attorney about any legal issue you want and the peace of mind that your identity is being monitored, you're protected even when you're not actively using the service. And with easy attorney access, you can use Legal Shield service anytime an attorney might help your current situation. So join the more than 1.4 million families who trust Legal Shield and empower yourself to worry less and live more. Join Legal Shield today.
There's one thing that I know. The only reason I can find for anyone not to have this membership is simply they just don't know about it. I really love my Legal Shield and ID Shield membership that I use it every chance that I get. In fact, a few weeks ago, I was down in Florida with my family, and we spent the day at Clearwater Beach, which I guess in Florida you pay for your parking at a pay station, and then you put this receipt in your windshield, which I did. However, the wind must have blown my receipt over, and when we got back to the car, I had a nice parking ticket on my windshield, which is always exciting, right? So I didn't stress. I just pulled out my phone, and with my Legal Shield app, I took a picture of that parking ticket, and I sent it to my law firm. They called me back to let me know that they received my ticket, and they were working on it for me. Long story short, they made that parking ticket go away. This was only a $20 parking ticket, which if I had to hire a lawyer would have cost me a lot more than $20, but when you don't have to worry about being billed, you pick up the phone and you call your law firm. This is the power of having unlimited access to your law firm. As you can see on this slide, every time you bless a family with our membership, you get paid. And as long as they keep the membership, you continue to get paid over and over and over again. Just like your insurance agent. I mean, they sold you your auto policy once, and every time you renew it, they get paid again and again. Residual income is so amazing. I'm not sure how anyone goes without it. And once you start receiving it, I know without a doubt you will feel the same way. It's kind of like having a driver's license. Once you have one, you wouldn't go without one, right? So how is it that we're able to work our business from anywhere? Let me introduce you to Prospect by Legal Shield, which is a part of our Legal Shield advantage. With Prospect by Legal Shield, you're able to work your business from anywhere. This marketing tool will send out emails and videos on your behalf. All you need to do is enter someone's information into this app, select which videos and emails you want them to receive, and the system will go to work for you. It will also keep track of when your email and videos are even opened and watched, which is pretty awesome. You're able to share directly to any social media site, send it via text message, or email with a link to a video directly from this app. See, running a traditional business, it would cost you thousands of dollars a month in advertising, rent, phone, internet, insurance, payroll, just to name a few. With your Legal Shield business, it's only $20 a month to run and operate your mobile business. And we can even show you how you can get Legal Shield Advantage paid for the entire year. Training? We definitely have you covered there. Check out this short video I made that talks just about that. Hello everyone, Michael Ferrara, and today I want to talk about training. Because when you join our team and you become a business partner of ours, usually the biggest question I get is, okay, now that I joined the business, how do I learn how to run the business? How am I going to get trained so I can get up and get out there and start ultimately making money and going towards that, living that time freedom lifestyle that I'm looking forward to? So right here we have the learning management system, which you'll have access to through your back office once you become a business partner of ours. And as you can see, we have many different trainings. This is the biggest one, this Fast Start training, which is now online, which is awesome. It's going to take you through the full process of beginning all the way up to, reaching the top level in our company. So this is a great training. But we have hundreds and hundreds of training in here. Anything that you want to have training about, it's in here. On the product, on handling objections, how to set up your email on mobile devices, you name it, it's in here. I also want to talk about we also have training for Facebook. That's right. We have a 4-part series that was put together by our #1 income earner who's making $2 million a year in this business. Talk about how to use Facebook to grow and build your business. And that's all free to us as business partners of Legal Shield. How awesome is that? I also want to show you that I will also help you, and if you're, this is a route that you want to go, teach you how to build landing pages. So you can send people to different landing pages, which then when they go to those landing pages, you'll be able to capture their information, and then you'll be able to put them in an autoresponder, kind of like what you're getting now, that will send out emails on your behalf. We also have a mobile app, which is called Prospect App by Legal Shield. And I'm just going to quickly go through this because we're not training you on this today, but this is everything you're going to get on the mobile app. This app right here will also send out videos and emails on your behalf without you even having to worry about the follow-up. The app is going to do that for you. So as far as training, we got your back. We're definitely going to help you get you up and going because like I told you before, my goal for you is to get you paid and promoted to that manager level as soon as possible, so now you can start helping other people come aboard and get to that manager level as well, and then your network really starts growing, which is really where it starts to get fun. Which, again, we'll learn more about how that works later, but if you want more information, again, give me a call, shoot me a text message, send me an email. I'm here to help however I can. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. If you decide to join our team, we're going to work with you, helping you get your business off the ground and running. Our very first goal for each and every new business partner we partner with is to get you paid and promoted to that next level within your first 20 days. I know from personal experience, receiving that first deposit into your bank account is so important that we're going to try and get that accomplished by your 3rd day. We're going to be your personal coach and trainer. Trust me. I know starting something new is scary, and just like with any job that you worked at before, your first order of business is going to be to get you trained. Now I hope you're excited and are ready to get started, but before we move on to that next step, I want to address the elephant in the room, and that is this all sounds great, but do I have to pay anything to get started? Well, that's a great question. And let's look at a few occupations which would require you to pay before you can start earning any money. If you wanted to become a doctor, you would need to go to school first, which will cost you $300,000 and up with no guarantee of ever earning an income. To be an insurance agent or a real estate agent, it'll cost you $1,000 plus for classes and to get licensed. Once licensed, there still is no guarantee of making any money. If you wanted to land a CEO position, a VP, or any executive job, you'll need higher education, which can cost a pretty penny. What if you wanted to start a franchise like, say, Supercuts? That will cost you at least $144,000 to start, and even with a franchise, you're not guaranteed to make a profit. Even at an office job, you'll need to not only pay for transportation to and from your job, but you may need to purchase new business attire. Are all these scams? See, my point is sharing this with you is, when it comes to making money, nothing is free. No job is free. There's a cost associated with making money, whether you believe it or not. The good news is, if you decided to partner with us, it won't cost you $1,000 or even $500. You can start your own network marketing business for less than $300 and could be in profit mode within your first 20 days. Whereas with a traditional business or a franchise, it could take you years to even break even. So before I wrap up, I wanted to share one more video with you.
I think growing up, you always have visions of success. Oftentimes people would tell you that they can't see past their current circumstances. I think as kids, you grow up and you dream. And so I knew at some point my goal wasn't just to leave a certain environment, but it was to come back and build a certain environment. I started in Legal Shield. It was 1998. I was working at the post office at that time, disgruntled mailman. 10, 12-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. At some point, I had to stop being okay with things just being okay. And I found Legal Shield, and I'd heard about it 2 years prior from a coworker, but I just didn't believe it was real. So 2 years later, when I finally sat down and saw the opportunity, I saw the opportunity. I think Legal Shield gives the average person an opportunity to live an extraordinary life. One, because of the associations, to be able to be around like-minded individuals who are going and growing in the same direction as you is just phenomenal. I didn't have that when I was a disgruntled mailman. I worked in a building with 400 negative people. But whenever I came to a Legal Shield event, I saw people who were inspired, from stockbrokers to stock boys, people from every walk of life who wanted more out of life. And it allows you to think outside of the box. It allows you to grow. And that's the environment that Legal Shield has created. In 2000, my daughter was born, and so that really was a turning point for me, because I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad, wanted to be a full-time father, and that's really been the greatest joy for me. I resolved early on I wanted to have as much time freedom with her as I possibly could, so I worked hard. I traveled, I did whatever was necessary so that as she grew, she would see her dad, that I could sometimes be the only father on field trips. She used to joke, "Dad, you go on more field trips than I do," right? And I enjoy that. It feels really good to be able to do the things that you want to do for the people that you love. My daughter sacrificed a lot with me, traveling and, building a business, but at the same time, it's allowed me to be that stay-at-home dad that doesn't miss any field trips. You look up at the blink of an eye and she's 16. At 16, we were just able to do a phenomenal Sweet 16 birthday bash for her. I think the hardest part of putting on a Sweet 16 party is keeping it a secret from your Sweet 16. Getting the decorations, renting the venue, having everything catered. I was able to fly in her favorite recording artist from the West Coast, Lil Nico, to come in and perform and surprise her and all of her friends. To see her face when he walks in, to see the faces of her friends when he walks in, to see the venue, and just everything that it entailed is why you do what you do. And it's hard for me to believe that this little girl is now 16. It lets me know that what I'm doing here in Legal Shield is working, because I'm still able to not only build a business, but now help thousands of other parents come home to spend that same time with their kids. One of the blessings is being able to give back. My best friend Darnell Self and I co-founded a nonprofit many years ago, and so it allows us to adopt villages internationally, but also right here domestically, to feed families locally who don't even know our name, to spend time at men's shelters, but also to go back to my very elementary school, the school I grew up in, and provide Christmas gifts for all the kids throughout the schools every single year, to be able to give them backpacks full of supplies, and to be able to spend time and mentor and talk to them about where they are. It doesn't necessarily dictate where they'll be, because I grew up just like you. I lived right across the street just like you. For the most of them, I knew some of their parents. The best part about having success with Legal Shield is the ability to help others have success. I think that once you have success, you can teach it. It's the system's already in place to do it. It's allowed me to travel. It's allowed me to mentor associates from all across the country. But more importantly, it allows me to give back, to do the things that I always dreamed of doing. To be in a business that allows me the time freedom to do that, the financial freedom to do that, but also the wherewithal to have the personal development to be able to sow those seeds and know that at some point they'll, reap a harvest and turn into a forest is amazing.
I want to personally say thank you for spending a little time with me here tonight. If you're a positive person and you're ready to make a change, give me a call, send me a text message, or shoot me an email, and I look forward to speaking with you and possibly working with you. If this opportunity is not for you and you know of someone that could benefit from making some extra money in their spare time, please share this presentation with them. I again appreciate your time, and I hope you make today a great day. Again, my name is Mferrara, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.